here to teach you guys how to tie-dye. Tie-dyeing started in China in 618 to 906 AD, and it also was happening almost the same time in Japan, 552 to 794 AD. Back then they used to use roots, berries, leaves, and flowers for dyes. There's two different types of actually tie-dyeing that I've done. You can either dip your shirts or whatever in the tie-dye, or you can use bottles to squirt the color where you'd like it most. There's different styles of doing the tie-dyes. There's spiral, which I can show you. You take the shirt, and you can pick the spiral from anywhere on the shirt. I'll pull from here. You pinch it in your fingers and spin it in one direction, and just keep spinning until the whole shirt goes into the circle. And then you take rubber bands and you tie it around into quarters or sixes, whatever you want, and then you put the color in each section. There's scrunch, which you literally just grab the shirt in random spots, put it together, and rubber band it any way you want. There's rolling, which you can roll from any direction as well. I'll go from a corner. Roll the shirt. And then you can rubber band off sections and make each section a different color. And then sunburst, which is, you can turn them into mini spirals or just sunburst, where you just grab the shirt and hold it up like that, and that's one sunburst, and then you can grab it in another spot and make another sunburst. So you make the rest of the t-shirt one color and the sunbursts a different color. There's folding, which can look a lot like the rolling, but it comes in, it can look a little bit different, but pretty much you just fold it just like you would anything else. You can fold it back on itself, or like almost like rolling. And then you can even fold the folds if you want to. And then just rubber band off different colors in different sections. There's the bullseye, which you grab the shirt from any point, again, grab from the center, and you tie it off in sections. When you undo it, it'll look like this. So you have the different colors gradually changing. The rosettes, I actually don't know how to do. I've never tried to do them, and no one's ever showed me how to do them. And then you can do pictures and shapes. I have only done one shape, but I did it with the ink after I unrolled it. I didn't actually fold it into the peace sign shape, so I did it a different way, but it's still a shape that you can do. And now I'm going to tie-dye a shirt and a pair of shorts. So what style would you guys like me to make this in?
Would you do the rolling?
The rolling? Okay. Go from the diagonal. Normally, with tie-dyeing, you'll soak it in soda ash beforehand, and the soda ash makes the shirt basic and negatively charged, so the color will attract to it more. I didn't have any soda ash, so we're going to see if this stays on after I wash it. Just tie the rubber bands as tight as you want. If you want more white, you do it tighter. If you don't care about how much white's on it, you do it looser, because it'll allow the color to seep into where the rubber band's under. So then it'll be faded instead of white. I tend to do the faded. I always soak it too much and put the rubber bands on too tight, so I don't get a lot of white in my shirts. This one was made for me, that's why it has so much white on it.
I have a question. What kind of paint do you use?
What kind of paint?
Yeah.
It's you can buy kits, or you can buy like the right stain like this, or you can buy kits like that. And then there's also kits that come. You can buy packets of dye, and you just put them in the water. I have bottles with me today. It's what I tend to do. I don't really like dipping. This one on the end was dipped. Like, you get less liberty with what color you want where because you have to dip it in the colors. Like if I were to dip this, I'd have to fold it and dip to get different colors. I'm going to actually spiral the end of this one just to make it different, so it's not just a round one or rolled. It'll be spiral and rolled. And then you just kind of pick whatever color you want. I think I have orange, pink, and green here. Depending on how much you want of color, like how I drench mine in color, the color will stay more. The less color you put on, the more white comes out. The more color you put in it, the more color that will stay. And this isn't really going in because there's no soda ash. But that's how you are supposed to tie dye. Not safe.